and welcome to the very first episode of the Leveled Up podcast. Woo! Can I get a... So today we are joined by the amazing Anna and Belle, two of the biggest stars from Love Island. How are you doing today? You both look lovely.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
We're good, thank you.
Good. It's so lovely to have the girls on, and I'm so glad that they could be here for the first ever episode. You're opening us up.
It's so exciting.
No
it is
pressure,
so
eh?
exciting. No pressure, but I'm sure you're going to be fine. You've done way worse than this, eh? Just having a chat with me on the sofa.
Well, you know.
We were on national TV.
I mean,
in bikinis, coupled up with
Exactly.
absolute idiots.
I'm so excited to meet Anna today because it's the first time I've ever met you, but known Belle for a while. But Anna, I didn't realise she was so lovely and tall.
Oh, I know. It's so good to see a fellow tall girl.
I know. We are all quite fellow tall girls here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we were saying that in Love Island you were around quite short girls, and I was saying that it makes me particularly feel quite big and quite not masculine, but you know what I mean. Like when you're a tall girl and there's so many small petite girls around you. Well, did you feel a bit like that in Love Island?
Absolutely, and it did not help when every single guy was like, "I want a petite girl." Do you remember me and you were talking about it? Like they were all like, "We want a petite girl," and we were like, "Okay, right."
Never mind,
I'll just leave.
But the thing is, do you know what? I just actually love being tall. That's the thing. Like when I was younger, I feel like I had confidence issues, but I've just grown to love it. Like I stand out. I walk into a room and it's like, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone
turn heads.
automatically draws their eyes, don't they?
Do you know what? It's funny you say that because I feel like a lot of tall girls are like that. When I was younger as well, like I'm really tall. I'm 6 foot myself. And like you tower over the girls and the guys. Like you're literally the tallest person and you feel quite self-conscious. I feel like girls grow quicker than boys as well. So you sort of have this like growth spurt. And then when you get a bit older and you're a woman, and it's like I embrace it now as well. It's
I
nice.
actually love it now.
Yeah,
I do.
I feel like as well, but when I was younger, I had that insecurity with guys being shorter than me. Now I see it like, if you've got the balls, you can handle it.
If you've
like,
got
if you're man enough, you can handle a girl that's taller than you. You're not going to feel like
demasculated.
Yeah, the word.
We know what you mean.
We know what you mean. We got this. We know what you mean.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Like my boyfriend's actually exactly the same height as me, and at the start he was like, "Oh, you're gonna wear heels tonight? Like, I like them." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And now he's like, "We're like a Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie vibe."
Exactly.
I kind of like that though.
You know
That's
what I mean?
cute. Yeah.
I think, is that the right pair? I don't know. If
Supermodel girlfriend, baby.
Yeah, maybe so. I love that. So I want to get to know you both a little bit more than what the listeners probably know you as. You know, you're both beautiful girls. You've got a massive social media following, but I want to know a little bit more about you. We're going to dig deep and find out, you know, how you're leveling up in life, your mindset, and just everything in general, really. So, Anna, I know that before you went on Love Island, you were a pharmacist, and you're still a pharmacist. Is that right?
Yeah, so when the coronavirus pandemic happened, I kind of went part-time just to help out a little bit.
Yeah.
But as the pandemic's getting less,
Easing off.
I don't know if it is actually. It comes and goes.
Hopefully.
yeah,
I feel like we're all
down.
positively saying it.
But it's getting less and less, the shifts
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Well, they need you, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's such an important job what you're doing.
I just felt guilty not doing my part when
Yeah.
when I knew I could. You know?
100%. Yeah, that's so lovely of you because you must be so busy in other stuff as well. But got to do what you got to do.
I'm busy now. I'm with HLD, so
Yeah, no, love that. Plug
Yeah,
that straight in.
100%.
So before, obviously, you went on Love Island and you were being a pharmacist and all of that. I know that a lot of girls I've spoken to before have said that they were worried about going on Love Island because it can tarnish, you know, careers and jobs that you had before. I know, Belle, you were a makeup artist, and in your sort of career, that's probably going to boost you. And if anything,
Well, yeah.
you know,
If girls like you, that is.
If girls
anyway.
like
come off the
you.
show and girls don't like you, that's it. No one will come
yeah,
to
be
you, so-
intimidated to
Yeah.
you, then you're screwed. But I know, yeah, Anna, like being a pharmacist, were you a bit worried about getting that tarnished or?
Oh my God, I was so worried. I thought I'd get struck off the register.
Did you think?
I literally thought there might be a chance, but I kept thinking of Dr. Alex and how he didn't get struck off. But the thing is, the difference between me and Dr. Alex is he comes across really professional all the time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There was no
He's-
break for him, was there?
He's like a very typical kind of doctor, what you'd expect from a doctor, whereas me, I'm not a typical pharmacist. You won't walk into a pharmacy and
You
expect
are
to
like
see me.
beautiful
that is
girl.
true,
Like, I
that
feel
is.
like any guy, you probably stop some hearts like an old guy coming to pick up some medicine. He's like, oh my God, like literally a Kim K lookalike is here.
Oh yeah, I wish. But yeah, so like I was worried about that because I know that, you know, I've got two sides to me. I've got the side of the pharmacist, but then I've got my wild side.
Yeah.
And I was worried if that side of me comes out, which I think at some parts of Love Island it did, I'd get
Just a
struck
little
off.
bit.
I think that's why people
little
loved
bit.
you though. Like I feel like you were so like both of you girls were so relatable and real, and it was just nice to see two tall girls go in and just smash it. And you both had such strong opinions and you weren't shy of saying it.
I think like one of the reasons me and Belle just clicked so much is because me and her were just so real, and there wasn't many. There was like a bunch of us that was like, we did not play up to the cameras, and we would just like treated it as we would in real life on the outside, and did not play up to the cameras.
Did you feel like when you first got in there, it was a bit like you were very aware and then like of the cameras and stuff, and then did you feel like you just sort of got into it, and what did you think? Or were
You know what? When we first got there, I remember being in bed, and obviously you weren't there because I come in Casa Amor. So we just knew the boys, and I'd literally known these girls for like 2 seconds, and I was laying in bed and I'm looking up and I remember, and I was like, someone's watching me. Like, what the hell?
This is strange.
And it was like, as soon as I touched Anton's head, the camera was like,
really, what? And you
straight
hear
down.
it, don't you?
Like I was like, nah, and I was like, oh, the camera just moved. So we would like wind it up a little bit as the time went on.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't sleep. The first night I was there, I couldn't sleep. And all of a sudden, over the tunnel, it was like, Belle, you need to sleep. I was like,
I'm trying. Like, I feel like people are watching me.
Who's that? It was so weird.
Yeah.
But it was like, don't you find it like, all of us, like, you kind of, as it goes on, you notice there's more cameras, but they're everywhere. So it's like, you can't
hide from them.
Yeah, you can't hide from them. And it's like, you do, I mean, I forgot they were there. I know a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
And it was as soon as, we're kind of trying to film something, personalities would change.
Really?
People would
That's
start,
interesting.
like, it's like a theatrical, like, do you know, like, it
So
was
like
like
if
a
you was going to do a
personality,
game
complete
or
change.
something and people were just really up in the ante a little bit.
Kind
of,
would just
yeah.
act up for the cameras.
Yeah, a lot. It's so hard to explain. Like, we'll be getting ready, and
funny.
obviously, if we've all got the hairdryers on, we can't speak because obviously the microphones and stuff can't hear while you're blow drying your hair. What
Of
you're talking
course,
about?
yeah.
So they just say to us, guys, if you're going to have a chat, please just turn the hairdryers off. And then it'd kind of be like, as soon as the hairdryers are off, some people would just all of a sudden this personality, like this big theatrical personality.
Really?
As soon as the hairdryers are back on, they're like, like normal again.
And I think that naturally, if you're on it, you are probably gonna, depending on what sort of girl you are, what sort of guy you are, you're just constantly gonna be thinking, you know, I've got to win it, I've got to do this, I've got to do that.
So I never thought like that.
There's definitely going to be people that are going in there for that. I
Yeah.
know that said that she went in just for money and fame, and it was quite, I respected it because it was honest, but I thought at the same time, like, I don't know, I'd like to know why you two wanted to go in, because I don't think that's why you two went in it.
So look, going on there for money and fame. Okay, firstly, I didn't go on there for fame.
Yeah.
I don't really like fame so much. Money, I love money.
Everyone loves money.
But like I wanted to meet someone.
Yeah.
So like I did go in there wanting to meet someone. I've seen previous couples have gone on there, they're like married, they've got kids. I was like, you know what? You never know. I've not had I'm not in a relationship. I've not managed to like, you know, be in a happy relationship until now. Maybe this is my chance. So I did go in there for that.
And
but
what a
as
chance,
well as
like...
that, I did think, obviously, if I would lie if I didn't say that I would go in there, and I think there's opportunities that are going to come from this.
Yeah.
It's too good to like say no to.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
I respect that so much. I think that's so honest, and like, I love that, because it's true. Like, you're silly to say, yeah, I didn't go on it for nothing. Like, apart from I wanted love. Like,
I think some people got, like, I was young when I went on. Like, I was like 21, so it was like, for me, it was.
You're saying that like you're old now.
Well, no, like, I mean,
it was last year, Belle.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I am young, so like,
you are young,
and
yeah.
I feel like 21's so young, but it's like, for me, I had just been cheated on, and then it was kind of like, well, you know what, like.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do something here. Like, I'm going to do something. Obviously, of course, like you said, it was like,
An opportunity.
An opportunity.
It's an
I
amazing
remember saying
opportunity.
to my manager at the time, before I went in, like, obviously my dad's an actor, so he was like, look, I know a guy that would potentially manage you. And I was like, okay, cool. So, like, whatever. And I remember saying, he was like, what do you want from this? Like, what do you want to gain from this? So I was like, well, if I meet someone, like, I just want 3 holidays.
Just
to be
want to have a bit of
honest.
fun, a bit of good summer.
And I
in
said
that.
to him, I was like, you know what? He went, what would you be happy with to come out on? And I was like, to be honest, I'd be happy with like 20, 30K. He went, come on, Belle, like, be realistic, top
Follow
end.
us
I went,
on Instagram.
Yeah, I went, all right, 100,000. I went, I'd be over the moon with that. Few extra clients for doing makeup. I loved my job. So it was like,
and you are
You
an
wouldn't
extra
expect
client
to go on there and come out with a million followers. Like,
yeah,
you
that is
just
mental.
wouldn't.
and
Like,
it's
I
getting
would
more
never
and
know
more
that.
every year, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
both of you, you're on 1 point.
I'm on 1
You're on 1 million
yeah.
now. Are you on
1.2?
1.2? So, like, to think, does that freak
Mad,
you
yeah.
out? 1 million people follow you too and
Don't
watch
you
what you're up
think?
to.
I don't know if you ever
Do you
this,
forget?
but do you ever go into a room and think like, I wonder if anyone in here
Yeah, like a
follows me?
football stadium or
Oh,
something.
like if I go to a restaurant in London, I see like young girls, I think, I wonder if any of them
Everyone-
follow
You
me.
know, they'll come
like,
up to you or look at you.
sometimes, yeah, they look at- I get a
stare
lot of
at you,
looks,
or
yeah.
you just kind of get
you
the...
know.
Yeah, I do get a lot of looks, but I just wonder if anyone in here follows me. Like,
Yeah.
I just think it's weird.
And
Like,
even as well, like to think about like a football stadium, like the size of that. I don't know, what's the average football stadium? How many does it hold? 60K or something? You know, God, like, is that right? I mean, boys, the
I feel
producers,
like-
I don't know. But something
Yeah.
around that, like to sit in like a massive place like
that's
that, like the
mad,
O2,
yeah.
and
I've
think,
never really thought about
That's
that.
literally when it hit
5
me
times
though.
of
She's so
this.
right, because
Yeah.
when I went and watched a Liverpool match before Corona, and no, actually it was during
You went and
Corona.
watched a Liverpool.
My boyfriend likes Liverpool, so I
Right,
booked him
okay.
for his
not a great
birthday.
football team, by the way. That's bad.
Yeah, not
choice.
really. Yeah,
Is it
not really
not? I
into
thought
that
they
team.
won, didn't
No,
they?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they won the championship or something.
I don't.
Anyway,
let's not
I'm
get
not-
onto football.
No.
I'm not into
Let's not
football, but
do
then
it.
when I was sitting in the stadium, that's when it hit me, because my boyfriend turned around and was like, "Do you know, like, your followers would fill up like I don't know how much."
Like 5 of these.
Yeah,
or
and then I was
something.
like, "Whoa."
yeah,
That's mad.
it's
yeah.
incredible, really. Like, and do you feel like, you know, are you aware of that? Do you feel, because
No.
you both came out at the same
Not
time,
at all.
right?
Yeah.
Similar times.
I think you come out just before me, and then
Yeah.
it was me after, wasn't it?
Yeah. So like you both come out obviously the same year, and you haven't had too long out. Do you feel like now you're very aware of your presence on social media and you get it, or are you still like in this bubble of like?
I don't think it'll ever. I don't ever look at things like that. For me,
No.
like I don't. I just think I'm just me. Like I just
Yeah.
post
Your
a few
little old
pictures.
bit,
on,
yeah.
Yeah, like I just post a few pictures on Instagram. I don't really overly
think-
know what I'm doing with the blogging stuff, so it doesn't really settle in, does it?
Yeah,
I
the
suppose?
only thing I'd say is like I'll think twice before I post certain things, because I'll be like, you know what, there's young girls that follow me, you know.
Yeah,
That's just
think
the only
twice,
thing. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll think
Yeah.
twice, because I'm like, you know what, there's so many young girls that follow
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you're a little bit more aware. I think
that's
of,
the
like,
only
your
thing.
following.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel. It's still surreal. Like
It's still,
Yeah.
it's so surreal. I think no one prepares you for it. But since Love Island, both of you have accomplished amazing things. I mean, I was walking around Bluewater a few days ago in Kent, the massive shopping centre, and I literally walked past a shop front, and you two were in the shop front, and I was like, there we go, that's so good. And I was so proud of you both, because that's such an amazing thing. I know, Belle, you said that was your first sort of like storefront thing.
I nearly cried when I
Yeah.
see you tagged me in that. I was like, oh my God. And then my dad's like, babe, I'm so proud of you. My mum was like, oh my God, Belle, I love you so much. Like, you've done
it's
so well. And I was like,
lovely.
I'm really hormonal, can you tell?
it's crazy. You'd never think it like a year and a half
Never.
ago that,
No.
Yeah.
you know, Westfield. I used to walk around Westfield not being able to afford a thing,
Yeah.
and now I'm on the shop front. It's like,
Front.
what the hell?
I know, it's incredible. Like, what do you think the best thing you two have accomplished, like, since Love Island? Do you feel like was there a point in your career, like, coming out and being in the industry where you thought, okay, like, this is sick, like, I've done really cool, like, I've smashed it?
To be fair, I think for me, changing management to Hannah and the opportunities that she brought to me, her and Ella together, like, that is a massive like, they've brought things up for me that I never thought ever in my life I would have been given that opportunity. For example, the campaign,
Yeah.
being in a shop window, like,
Wow.
I'm sat there like,
Is that me?
oh, who's that soul? Who's that? And I'm like, what? Like, how the hell? What? Like,
It's
what
incredible.
the-
It
like,
is.
How? Like, that's like amazing. Like, people, you know, as a little girl, I would dream of things like that. And it's
You
like,
would.
you know, like, I can't tell you, like, no money can put a price on it, and you all know this because you've also changed management. No money can put a price on that when someone believes in you and pushes you to be your full extent. Yeah,
it's so important for your agent or manager to like believe in you. It gives you that extra bit of confidence, because if they don't believe in you, you don't believe in yourself.
No, 100%.
100%. I think we're all very lucky to be supported by HLD, and they're so, I mean, like, we've built such a nice little friendship as well, and I'm sure we will as well. Like, when you meet the girls in the agency and you all just get on and everyone's just boosting each other, it helps so much, because you can feel quite isolated, especially when 100%. None of your mates are doing it, and you come out of a show and you're doing Instagram and you've now got all this free stuff and you're doing amazing things. I think sometimes relationships and friendships can break down, and it's so important to have ones around you that support. So
yeah, of course.
And the thing is, with HLD, all the girls, even if we haven't met, they still support each other so much. It's like a little family, isn't it?
And do you know what? I think, like, you're very lucky, like, you've got a sister and things like that. Like, I've never had, like, other than me and my mum are obviously very close, but I've just got boys around me. Like, you know, when I was growing up, I was quite tomboyish. So, not that you'd believe that without my hair like I've got, but you know, like, I was quite tomboyish. Like, at school, I remember a lot of my mates were boys, and like, I was always friends with like my brother's mates. So it's like, now I'm like, I've got all these sisters that love me, and they support me, and they care about me. And I think, especially in like Love Island, sometimes I'd think, oh my God, like, you guys were my friend in there. Like, why are you not my friend now?
Really,
like, what's
I guess
happening
it
there?
changes, isn't it?
It's really sad.
When everybody comes out,
you see the real.
You see
them for what they are, and it's not that it's a bad thing, but I do think that I think a lot of people actually changed. Like, a lot of people were just actually coming into their true self, and I was like, oh my God, like, this has actually broke my heart. Like,
it's hard to take.
I don't have pride that I'll say it straight. Like, I was hurt, I was upset.
Yeah.
So what do you think was like the toughest moment for you? Was there any point where either of you were in there and it was like, I just want to go home now, like, this is too much?
I mean, for me, definitely the toughest moment was when the whole Jordan thing happened.
Yeah.
Because like, I had already started to get really restless in there, and I'd been in there for a very long time, and then that happened, and I just blew out. I literally took off my mic and I walked out. I was like, I want to leave. Let me leave.
Yeah,
and they had to take me around and talk to me and be like, no, don't go. But I wanted to go.
Yeah.
That was the toughest moment. I just wanted to speak to my sister, but I couldn't.
Well, and you and your sister are so close, right? You two have done an amazing campaign together, which I loved, by the way. Yeah. And it's so good that she's like sort of been brought into the influencing life now as well.
I feel like Mandy was a part of Love Island. I feel like
everyone says that.
Like, every time, like, people are like, oh, who do you think was like the most realist people that you met? And I was like, you know, like, I like this person. Oh yeah, and Anna and Mandy. Mandy wasn't on the show. No, she was in spirit. She was. We spoke about her probably more than anyone, didn't we? You was always talking about her.
Yeah, I think everyone in there thought I was a bit strange because I kept going on about my sister, and they were like, okay. I was like, but you just don't know how close we are.
Yeah. As soon as we've come out, we get
now
it.
everyone gets it. We're literally stuck to each other.
I literally merge you two together all the time. Me and Belle were actually saying that you guys were coming, and I call you guys Andy all the time.
Andy and Manna.
Yeah, Andy and Manna, and then she's like, it's Mandy and Anna, and I'm like, yes, I know, sorry, like, I merge you two all the time because you are literally like twins. Who's the older one?
I'm the older one.
You're the older one.
Everyone thinks she's the older one.
Yeah.
It's the cheeks, you know.
It's the cute cheeks.
Yeah.
So what about dating? Obviously, you both went on a show about love, and neither of you found true love from the show. I think Belle came out obviously with Anton, and Anna, you didn't come out with anyone? No, you came out alone. So have you found, obviously there's been a massive change in dating life since coming out? Have you struggled a bit more? Because obviously, as you say, true colours have come through. But do you think it's just the same old shit that we're all used to, or...
Do you know what? I'm going to be deadly honest.
Go on.
I feel like a lot of people will sit there and they look at you and they go, yeah, I want to take her home because she's got 1 million followers.
Really?
100%. I've walked into clubs, bars, anything. I literally said, that's her from Love Island. And then I'm like, he walks straight over to me, you're right, darling, what do you do for work?
Through it.
You know what I did for work because you just told your friend.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like a lot of people want you because they think you're someone that's in this
You're
big
like
world.
a famous girl. They want to sleep with you. They want to take you out.
That's exactly it. And I'm just not about that. Like, I find it hard. I think
to
as
see
well,
through it.
It's difficult having your relationships judged. I know when I was sort of with Anton, he was really, you're not good enough for her. You're not good enough for her. You shouldn't be with her. She should be with someone. You ain't got nothing about you. Belle's too good for you. Belle's to this. Belle's to that. And I know that was hard for him.
Yeah, it would have been.
And you know what? I think that I just think that it's difficult and it's judgy and you never know what anyone's true intention is. I think in this industry there are more fake people than I've ever met in my life. I don't know. For me, I'm so upfront and I'm so straight up.
Yeah.
So I was kind of naive to thinking that everyone else was like that.
I think
because I say I feel
yeah.
I just think everyone else does.
I honestly think that, you know, like a lot of the girls that are very real and lovely, and guys as well, like it is shocking. And I think it's becoming more and more like, some of you listeners might even understand this or not, but like try and understand it. Like the industry's not been along forever. It's not been here forever, if that makes sense. So Love Island's been on for how many years? What, 6, 7?
Yeah, six
You
years,
think,
yeah.
and so like now, you know, Love Island has really is producing new influencers and new girls every year. And it's like coming out more and more now about the sort of fakery and it's just tough for you.
I think people didn't want to talk about it before because like I never say anything with a bad intention. I always say things, you know, this is how it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're a
Like
bad
it or
person,
love it.
but yeah, you did change. Like it is what it is. And I think you're very much like that.
Yeah.
And this is why I feel like at one point I went into a little bit of like, I want to say a hole, and you was like, you're like me. You need
You're
to
just
understand
like me.
that you've
And
got
imagine I had an incident that happened to me this year, and like it was really tough. And everyone that was from Love Island, basically was in my DMs like, oh, I hope you're okay. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Belle was the only person that actually spoke up on her stories and had my back.
And that is it. Like, I think throughout the industry, you'll probably get hurt. You're probably going to get burnt. But do you know what? You're growing, and it sounds like you've worked it all out. You know, you've got your girls, you've got your true friends around you, and I think that's all that matters, isn't it? When you've got
100%.
that.
I think you just start to learn, like, even if people are your friends, just don't have expectations. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing that hurts, when you have expectations from people because you would do that for them.
Yeah.
And then you just learn that if something ever happens, don't go that extra mile for someone because they wouldn't do it for
And
you.
then you don't want to do it for them. But
Exactly.
so sort of touching a little bit on that and like mental health and bits like that, do you guys, obviously we know that going on TV and being put in the fame and the spotlight is obviously a bit straining on your mental health, because it's just such an overnight thing, isn't it? Even though you're on the show for however many weeks, you're like in a bubble, aren't you? I think so. You come out and it is like an overnight thing. And do you think that was quite hard? Like, how did you cope with that? Because it's
really hard.
I feel like you guys are probably
I think you had it worse.
I had
did.
like basically I had one of the worst trollings for my series. Like
Yeah.
I had the worst.
I don't know why though.
So what was
really
you getting
don't
trolled
get
about?
why.
I think I was getting trolled a lot about obviously my looks, like about I was getting fat shamed.
I think as well, because they
Why
that a
though?
lot.
Like,
I was
I don't
getting shamed
understand
about
that.
like plastic surgery being fake, you know, my lips, whereas all these girls use filters to make their lips like this size.
I
Whereas
do that.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that, do you know what I mean?
I do that.
I'll just go get an injection, do you know what I mean? I don't care.
do what you gotta do.
What I'm saying is like people just so quick to just talk shit. And
About everyone though, like
Yeah.
I think before Love Island, you know, the girls get put into the villa, and as the watchers at home and you're on Instagram, you're waiting for these accounts, these Instagram accounts to just start going for it, and they just troll every single one of you in any way they can, you know? And I think
mine was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my
You
god.
did-
you was
did
hard
have it
because
bad.
you're
My
different.
messages are crazy. Like, I mean, now it's calmed down. I did wake up this morning to kill yourself, you fat bitch. This morning, on my way here, I was like,
I mean,
okay,
that's
wow.
always a happy Friday.
I mean,
isn't it?
yeah,
You
but that, I
know?
mean, it's a lot less. Like, if I was to get a bad message now, it'd be like once every few days. So
Do you know what it is?
it's a
It
lot
annoys
less.
me because I think, who the do you think you are? I'm trying not to swear.
Yeah.
But who the do you think you are to actually have a comment If you don't like it, don't look. Unfollow. Like it's not my business what you think.
It's
your
just getting
opinion
out
of me
of
ain't my
control.
business.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I hate that.
I just see
getting
it
out of
though,
control.
like I just see it like jealousy because
Yeah,
I'm quite. I think people see me and like I'll stand up for myself. I could be quite intimidating probably because I'm so confident.
But you're
in
the
certain
nicest
ways.
and the thing is as
You're
well, you're
so
very
lovely.
attractive. Like you've got such a beautiful face, and your figure is
No, you
what
have.
everybody wants. Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't know about that bit.
But big boobs, little waist, big bum.
Have you not seen that new Meg Thee Stallion video? Baddie, yaddy, 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 yaddy.
And that's the thing, like you have everything what a woman could want and
You're the
more.
ultimate woman.
You're the ultimate what a man would desire. I look at your page and I think, oh
No,
my god, she
you
looks
don't.
fucking
Why are you
unreal. Like,
gassing me?
no, I do. Like, I look at you and I was
It's
gonna say
lovely, but
Andy
the thing
then.
is,
I look
She's
at you
good.
and Mandy and I think fucking hell. Like I can't
Yeah.
I'm not even blurring that F word out.
Yeah,
that
you don't
needed
have
be
to,
said.
hon, because you know
But
you're using it in the right way.
That I think,
I look at you guys
Jesus
like, oh, they're
Christ,
so skinny.
wow.
Oh, I want to be skinny.
Listen,
So
everyone
shit,
wants
babe.
what they can't have, and at the end of the day, you know, we're moving in the right way. I was talking, you know, with my other friends as well in the industry, and we're saying that it is getting better. I think we're moving on, and we are getting towards, you know, a more inclusive modelling industry, a more inclusive fashion industry.
I love that
And
though.
like we're girls that are going to stand up for it, and I think definitely just to encourage anyone out there that is suffering from trolling to just like it's going to stop. It will keep spreading positivity, and you know what I mean.
don't
The thing is, at
respond
the
as
end of
well.
the day, like I said, their opinion of you is none of your bloody business, and that is it.
So I think it's time that we play a little game, lighten things up a little bit. We've had a little chingwag, haven't we?
You know what?
So-
You sat there, yeah. Every time in Love Island they turn about a game, you'd be like,
Yeah, but I've got to sit with them at the end.
this game's alright.
Right, this is a good game. So you're going to love it. And we're going to do this or that. And you're just going to pick and tell us what your favourite thing of each one is. It's just a nice chill game to get to know you both a little bit better.
Mhm.
So eat out or take away? Which one?
Eat out.
Eat out.
100%. But I
Yeah,
do
eat
love
out.
takeaway.
Eat
though.
out, yeah. I feel like coronavirus and 2020, it's just we're just turned into like
Yeah.
eating babies now. We
Yeah.
just don't go out anymore.
Oh, eating babies.
I know. Okay, what about jeans and heels?
Yeah.
Jeans and heels. No, jeans and trainers or dresses and heels. Are you more of a casual girl?
100% for me, dresses and heels.
Really?
I can't even wear jeans.
See, I'm shocked at that. Why?
I
'Cause
think I literally can't wear jeans.
the booty, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
What about
Do you know what? For me, it would probably be more tracksuit and trainers. But then I do like a dress and heel. Like,
You're my sort of vibe. We
I'm
do
mixed.
this tracksuits all
Yeah.
day, every day.
yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
and
I'm
your
tracksuit.
dresses.
Yeah, I've got to probably say tracksuits.
What about summer or winter then?
Somehow.
Summer. Every day. I hate the
100%.
winter. Like, it's just
Yeah.
horrible.
If
I
there
can't
was
lay in
never a
bed.
winter again, I would not be upset.
Really?
Like, I
But
just
don't
hate
you
it.
like getting like, you know, it's freezing. You get a blanket and you're like,
All
No.
snuggled up. No.
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 You're not about that life.
You know, you get the little dogs and they get all underneath the covers and you're like, oh, it's so cold. I love it. It's all cozy and blankets and fluffiness.
You love it. Okay, what about pub or club?
Club,
Club.
100%.
I think I've been to a pub once or twice.
In your life, you're not a
Can
pub
you imagine
girl.
in a pub?
I couldn't imagine you in a pub.
I
I
went-
could not.
Do you know what? When there was a curfew and I was walking, it was like the last day of the curfew, coronavirus. I was like, I walked past the pub. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a go because it's like,
Might as well.
I went in there and it was like sticky floors.
Oh, it's
And
Oh,
it was just,
yeah.
and I was like, what is this? Is this what everyone talks about? Like,
I'm not
what
gonna.
is
Be,
it?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm partial to the sticky floor. I like a little pint. Like I'm a bit
think
like
you
that.
like a pint?
I will have.
Nah,
I have to have
I
a
can't.
shandy.
Nah, I
try and
don't-
go
I don't
up a
think
little
I've ever
bit.
had a
Nah.
pint before, you know?
No, I will not
Have you
drink
had
beer.
one?
No,
You've
I
never
will not
had
drink
a
beer.
pint?
No, you
no
need to
way.
take me.
Right, I'm taking you both for a
Nah, I
pint.
can't do it.
And some
I can't do it.
scratchings or
I feel
something in a
like-
pub.
I feel like I just can't.
You
I
might
can't be a
convert
woman
me,
that drinks
you know?
beer. I can't do
No,
it.
you might like it. I know what you
I
mean.
can't do it.
On holiday, I think I started drinking them on holiday. Then I got back and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just try. Like,
Can you
Peroni
go
or
to a
something.
pub in a dress and
Peroni
heels?
or No, hon.
I mean, no,
Jackets
you're
and
just like, you're
trainers.
just gonna drop. Everyone's just gonna drop dead. Like, oh my god,
Drop to
this
the sticky
girl
floor.
literally dropped to the sticky floor. Okay, what about snog, marry, avoid game? Obviously,
Yeah.
I feel like every time we play this, it gets us in a bit of trouble.
have you lot
Yeah.
played this before, right?
in the village? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I ended up having a massive row, but we'll go. We'll do
Okay,
it.
well, I
We'll do
don't
it.
think the
We'll go.
producers won't shout at us.
All right,
It's just
fair.
us.
Let's go. Let's give it a go. Let's see if part 2.
Okay, so, oh gosh, I don't know why these have been written on the cards.
Oh, what is it?
Okay, so we've got Chris Taylor,
Of-
Jordan Hames, or Ovi.
Well, those
Snog,
three.
marry, avoid. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gamed out. I ain't getting involved.
Come on,
no,
you
I ain't
gotta
getting
do
involved.
it.
Do you know
Come on,
what?
Anna.
I actually, politically, I'm not getting involved. And normally, I would stand up for what I believe in. But you know what? Today, I ain't getting involved.
At least 2 of them I had a thing with. Do you know what I mean? So it's okay.
Okay, yeah, it's not bad for Anna. Come on,
I
Anna, you
mean,
got to give it to us. So Chris Taylor, Jordan, or Ovi?
To what, marry?
Snog, marry, and avoid.
I ain't getting involved because you know what?
But,
Whatever I'm
Chris
going to
is with
say,
Laura now, so
you're
it's a bit
gonna have a
awkward.
look. Yeah.
So I'd definitely
Yeah.
like. I'm just not that kind of person. Like I wouldn't go there. So I'd avoid Chris for that reason.
You're going to avoid Chris.
Yeah.
I'm not getting involved.
And now it's
I don't
Ovi and
say.
Jordan. Bloody hell.
Ovi and Jordan, snog and marry. Which one would you prefer?
Do you know what? I'm gonna have to.
Come
You're
on.
going to have to snog Ovi.
I'm gonna have to snog
You're
Ovi
gonna.
and marry
It's
Jordan. You know why?
facts.
Because Jordan's fun. You know, no matter what he did, like what he did was wrong, but he's funny. Do you know what I mean? He's got a personality on him, and if I'm gonna marry someone, it's got to be
You
someone
need
that's
them
gonna
to be entertaining.
Yeah, I can't have a boring marriage. You know what I mean? No
I'm not
offense.
getting involved. I'm not being funny.
Those are good answers.
But
I
to-
actually
And
do
Ovi's
agree.
fit, so I'll snog
He is,
him,
he is,
marry
yeah.
Jordan, even though he'd probably cheat on me with everyone.
It'd be a short marriage.
I love
It's
it,
not,
but
do you know what?
yeah,
It'll be an open marriage. I'll have my thing, he'll have his thing, and he's
I
just.
feel like that could work. though.
That's a
At least
really
you'll
good
have
shout, though.
entertainment.
At least, that's the most important thing. Do you know what I mean?
There you go. It's constant entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Belle,
What about you? Come on, you
Belle,
tell me.
yeah,
I'm going to be
come
honest.
on.
Yeah,
Answer
I'm going to
it.
be honest, but as a woman's woman, as a girl's girl, that
I don't
my
care.
friend has been
Your
with
friend,
two of the
yeah,
guys.
but
Like, listen,
Babe, I
like
swear
I'm just
on
not getting
Mandy's life, like I couldn't give
Listen. I said
why don't we
what
give
I
Belle
said.
some new free boys then? Come
Alright,
on,
give me
Anna,
some
help
new
me.
things. Give me
So
some-
we've
okay,
got
alright, go on.
let's throw Anton in there.
Okay,
Oh,
Anton.
What about Tommy Fury?
Okay, put him in there.
Even though he's obviously got a girlfriend. And then what about
Curtis.
Chris Curtis? Curtis. So we've got Curtis.
Give me some dead vibes
Yeah.
now. What's wrong with you? Dead
We got
vibes. What's
Curtis,
wrong?
Anton, and Tommy.
The most vanilla lineup.
Okay,
What's going on here?
Come on, Belle, work with us.
All right. Okay. All right.
Snog, marry.
Bearing in mind, none of them have girlfriends, hypothetically speaking, because
Yeah.
obviously as a woman's woman, like, we
Yeah.
wouldn't do that
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Who was it again? Anton, Tommy, and Curtis.
yeah.
Come on, you better marry Anton.
I feel, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna.
You have to
Do you know
marry
what? Can you
Look
just
at
let
Anna
me have
backing
my minute?
Anton.
I love Anton.
Mm.
And he's funny and he's cute. Come on, he's my
I
brother.
would, all right. I'd have to marry Anton because I just feel like, you know what, like,
Well, you're not
he is
going to marry
alright.
Curtis and Tommy, so it's only
Yeah.
left with Anton.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
obviously, girlfriends,
That's
we
it.
respect you all. We're just playing a game.
It's
No-
all fun and games.
So obviously, I've absolutely loved having you guys on the podcast today. And obviously, it's all about leveling up in your mindset, career, anything really that's related to what you feel. And I'd just love to know how you feel like you want to level up this year, 2021, and just glow and just hopefully, I just want to know where you want to be. You know, like where do you want to level up to, Belle?
I think for me, I've got a few little things that I'm working on. I'd like to do something for myself, and I would like to continue, obviously, the amazing work that I'm doing with HLD, campaigns. I'd love to do many more of them. Yeah, and I'd like to just keep going. I think last year, with everything what was going on, coming out of the show and then kind of going into Corona and things like that, I think I got myself into a little bit of a hole. I kind of detached myself from everyone. So I think for me, I've got myself in a good headspace. I've got myself positive, motivated. Every day I'm getting up, every day I'm working, I'm helping, like I'm trying to grow my following, I'm trying to work harder. Positive mindset, manifesting. I cannot even begin to explain how much that helps
It's amazing.
and works.
Yeah.
So just keep moving forward. Every day, new day, move forward, motivating.
Well, I'm proud of you because I feel like
Someone's got to be loved.
I'm so proud of you because I feel like we've known each other for a short amount of time, but do you know what? You have been through a hard time and you are glowing now, and you've really taken that time to invest it in yourself. And I love seeing good things happen to
Can
good
you invest
people.
more time into me and
I
our
love
friendship?
it.
Because I don't see you enough.
Do you know
Like,
what?
I'm on the phone, I'm like, bitch, where are you? Like,
Yeah.
just,
Do you know what? I'm such
And
a
she's
shy
like,
friend. Like I feel
shy
always like
friend?
Shy.
Yeah, no, but I don't.
Please.
Hang on, yeah. I just feel like I'm imposing. Like, if I ring you, it's like, "What you doing? What you doing?" I'm either a shy friend or I'm an extremely imposing friend. So you take it, or I will ring you 20 times a day.
Ring me.
She
All right,
wants
well
it.
then,
Yeah.
when I
She
annoy
wants
you,
it.
don't be
When
like.
you annoy me, I'll just be like, oh, you're annoying me. Do you know what
And I will
I mean?
still ring you. I will
You're
still
straight
be
up.
there.
I feel
I'm
like she'd
straight up.
definitely be like, enough now, Belle.
And I
please.
still won't care. And then I start ringing Mandy.
Exactly, that's how it
Hi,
has
what
to
are you
be.
doing?
All
All right,
you,
all right.
Anna?
2021, ring Anna and Mandy more.
There you go. That's your goal.
That's my goal.
What about you, babe?
For me, 2021 is going to be a lot about discipline. Like, I really want to work on my health because, like, I'm so unhealthy. Like, I eat so much shit. I don't exercise. Like, I can go a whole day sitting on the sofa, and that's bad. Like, do you know what I mean? That's unhealthy.
And it's not good for your mental health either, I think. Like, when you get out and go for that little walk, you just feel like, oh, I'm on top of the world.
Yeah, but it's getting out and going for the walk, and it's cold, and you've got to get ready, and then it's like...
Exactly. I feel like I can be
I feel like we should start the gym. I feel like we should video it and do a whole Instagram series on it. Because
I'd love
we
to
both
see that.
do not go to the gym.
I just want to be like fit and healthy. I want to look after
feel
my
good.
health and feel good. And I feel like 2021 is going to be a fresh start for me. I mean, there's no excuse to not start now, but like I can ease my way into it. In 2021, it's all about discipline, and
I love that.
I want to just basically have a better mental health next year than this year. I don't want to think too much, like stress too much about the future. I just want to be happy and have loads of fun. I feel like it's quite good that Corona happened because I was kind of getting sick of partying and stuff, and now I'm just so excited to party.
And I just
and travel loads, and
100%, and you'll get there, and you know you've definitely got some amazing things on the horizon, especially with HLD, and I'm so excited to see where we're going to be in a year's time.
I mean, after a couple of months, I'm already...
I know. Straight to the top.
In a year's time, I'm
You're climbing, and 100%
leveling up.
You're leveling up. Both of you are going to level up. But thank you so much for being on the podcast today. And season 1, episode 1.
Woo!
The first ever, girls. And I've loved having you on. Thank you, girls. And I hope our listeners enjoyed getting to know both of you. I'm sure they did. And I'll see you all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.